Good evening, everyone. I welcome you for this wonderful webinar, which is going to help you in building a strong foundation for initiative, for bringing out the initiatives for implementing SDG goals, added up with your current contributions, which you are currently contributing to your institutions. Along with that, you will be able to get ideas from through this webinar. And I would like to welcome Dr. Mary Angelin Santosham, an accomplished academician with over 23 years of dedicated service in teaching and practice and social work, currently serves as the principal of Nazareth College of Arts and Science and the Director Advocacy and Research at Nazareth SDG Transformation Center. And ma'am is a trained assessor for NAC, and till date, ma'am could able to contribute on assessing 10 institutions across the country for NAC accreditation or evaluating. She has been invited to be in the panel of principal selection for more than 7 colleges by the University of Madras. She has mentored the participants of STSN Youth Solutions Youth Readiness Program Cohort 2023 and has been expert evaluator, School Innovation Contest, Ministry of Education, Government of India 2023. She's also a trained innovation ambassador, Ministry of Education, Government of India 2021, and a focal point onwards and focal point United Nations Academic Impact 2021. She has been resource person for workshops on entrepreneurship, business panel for students and women in the country. She holds membership in 3 national and 2 international professional bodies, is a peer reviewer for 5 international journals. And she's also the proprietor of Turnpike Foundation and the creator of innovative brands like Be Rooted, and holds copyright for the magazine Sustainable Space, with a strong focus on sustainable leadership, social responsibility, and innovation pedagogy. So Dr. Mary Angelin continues to inspire and lead in academia, entrepreneurship, and her contribution is keep on expanding in different verticals. So it's a very honorable moment to have Dr. Mary Angelin as our guest speaker, the guest facilitator for the evening. So over to you, ma'am. And I welcome all the authorities from different colleges for this wonderful session. And this is going to be like a session which is we are going to walk out with a lot of takeaways. You're going to go with a lot of ideas, how we are going to build SDG initiatives for the next academic year. You will be going with a lot of ideas. So over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Chancellor. Thank you for the kind words. Very good afternoon to all the participants online today. I know the afternoon sessions are always very difficult, both for the participants and also for the resource person, because soon after lunch you will have to want to have a nap. But listening to a topic like green skills is really taxing because it's a dry subject. But I assure you, it's a very interesting subject. So without much delay, I would share the screen with you. So implementing SDG strategies in higher education, a step-by-step guide. I'm really happy that MapSDG has come out with this series of webinar, and the first webinar on fostering green skills for higher education institutions. I'm really happy and honored to deliver this, share my information that I have on this green skills with you during this webinar. So, fostering green skills for higher education institutions. I would like to quote a quote by Kofi Annan. Our biggest challenge in this country is to take an idea that seems abstract, like sustainable development, and turn it into reality for all the world's people. It's a very beautifully said quote. And moving further with the quote, I would like to go into the next slide on sustainable development. Why are we always talking about sustainable development and its association with higher educational institutions? Everywhere is SDG, whether it's a higher education institute or an NGO or a corporate. But why is it more important for a higher education institution? A little bit of knowledge on the basics of sustainable development goals. In the year 2015, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals were adopted by the United Member States. The role of the teachers and educational institutions in achieving these objectives of SDG 2030, it became very crucial, and higher education institutions became the place where societies build their own future. So, developing student skills to enable them to face the real world challenges for today and for tomorrow has become a priority. In line with this, the higher education institutions had to change the way of viewing skill enhancement by aligning them with the SDG 2030. So, what was the approach that was agreed is developing green skills among the youth in higher education institutions. Now, let's try to understand why green skills, what are green skills, and how green skills can be fostered in higher education institutions. What are green skills? Attitudes needed to live in, develop, and support a sustainable and resource efficient society. Before we could go on to the green skills, let's understand a few terms that are associated with green skills. Green jobs. What are green jobs? Green economy. What is green economy? Green projects. What are green projects? And what is a skill gap? And what are green skill workers? So, going on to green jobs, a green job is employment in any industry that contributes to the preserving or restoring the environmental quality. It can be any sector. In the retail, you can say it's a green salesperson. In automotive industry, you can say it is a clean car engineer. And in the energy field, you can say it's a wind energy engineer. What is green economy? The United Nations Environment Programme defines green economy as one that results in improved well-being and social equality with significantly reduced environmental risk and ecological scarcities. What are green projects? Organizations or institutions that implement projects in areas like waste management, energy conservation, green sanitation, etc. are called as green projects. What is a skill lab? Skill gap. It's a demand for green skills which is high in the current situation. The availability of skilled personnel in India is of great demand and is on the rise. Who are green skilled workforce? They are a workforce with a mix of human capabilities and business expertise, and they are called as skilled workers. Global Climate Talent Stocktake examined path data across 1 billion members. It identified 1,200 skill jobs and a list of green jobs that require green skills. The increase in demand was high over the 4 years period. The LinkedIn Global Skills Report 2023 found that the demand for the green skills will soon stock supplies with green job posting, which increases by 15% in 2023. So these are some of the terms that we need to know to understand the importance of green skills in higher education institutions. With coming to green skills, this is one very interesting chart that I have got from the Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire LMI. This is an online placement firm that is developed for students, the faculty, and the employers in England, UK. They have very beautifully given what are the green skills needed. For example, the listening skills. You use your listening skills to communicate and negotiate complex problems that are related to improving a greener economy. Speaking, you use your speaking skills to consult and advise people about green solutions and to spread the use of green technologies. Problem solving skills. You use your problem solving skills to analyze, interpret, and understand both the need for change and the measures required. Creative skills. You use your creativity to seize the opportunity of low carbon technologies and processes required to green their jobs. Then you have staying positive. Very beautifully said. You use tactics and strategies to positively promote greener products and services. And so on. You see the number of skills that is being reflected in this chart. So green skills are being taught in every higher education institution across the world. This is one more interesting typology of green skills that was given by Pavlova in the year 2017. It divides skills into three areas called the foundation level. The next is the operational level and specialist level. What is the foundation level? It starts with the right mindset and behavior towards sustainability. Without a genuine concern for nature and biodiversity, and working in this field will be very difficult. So look around. How much more destruction do we need before we start caring for people? Next is the operational level. These are the upgraded skills that are necessary to transform the traditional industry skills like sustainable reporting, for instance, allow businesses to make data-driven decisions. The third is the specialist level. This is the cherry on the top. These skills emerge from new industries specifically dedicated to fighting climate change. These include innovating in green technologies like EV batteries, maintaining solar PV grid, or even developing machinery to recycle hard to recycle materials. So what is it that is very important and why green skills for higher education institutions? The first one is curricular integration. What should higher education do if we have to foster green skills? Integrate your career, integrate your curriculum that is being done either by the university or the autonomous colleges, whatever may be. You integrate these green skills in your curriculum of the various programs. For example, eco-literature, sustainable designs, green manufacturing, renewable energy. Next, have interdisciplinary programs. For example, have some programs on environmental journalism, ecological data analysis. The third would be green skill certification. Have waste management or green entrepreneurship certification, renewable energy certification, experiential learning. This almost, I think all the institutions are adhering to the experiential learning, that is on-campus sustainability projects, field visit, internship, and live labs. Live labs, most of the institutions do not have live labs, but this is a very good option of training our students for the green skills to work in live labs. Promote green entrepreneurship. Have entrepreneurship cells or hackathons or competitions in the institution. Attract institutions from outside. Allow the institutions to move, the students to move to other institutions to exhibit their skills. Faculty development and training. Integrate the green skills in teaching. It's very important The course is being, if it is an affiliated college, the course is being provided by the University of Madras Board of Studies or whichever university they come from. If it is an autonomous college, they have the autonomy of having their own syllabus. Integrate this GreenSkills in teaching, in your respective courses, in the research projects that you do, the live projects that you do, and also have industry academia collaboration, because this increases the experience and hones the skills of the students in GreenSkills. Campus sustainability practices. Have a recycling program, have waste segregation programs, adopt water conservation, energy conservation, water audit, waste audit. Moving on to awareness and advocacy, establish eco-labs, organize green events with the community, with the help of NGOs, with the help of corporates, adopt sustainable habits among the students, teach students what sustainable habits are, help the faculty to teach the students what sustainable habits are. Research and innovation. So have green research projects for faculty and students, establish innovation hub for them, policy and institutional support. You can reward the faculty and students for adopting sustainable practices. Also reward the department for sustainable initiatives, have a once in a year award being established, collaborate with SDG initiatives. What are the key indicators or the three key drivers of demand for green jobs with GreenSkills? Now we understand that green jobs that are in the market need green skills, for which we need to integrate these green skills into our curriculum, into every institutional project or initiatives that is offered by the higher education institutions. India's commitment to achieve net zero emission by 2070 under the Paris Agreement has increased the growth of green industries. Example, these are the green industries: organic farms, organic foods, vertical farming, recycling plants, biodegradable packaging, electric vehicles, ride-sharing platforms, eco-friendly clothing, ecotourism, upcycling the garment. This is the latest that we see. What are the government programs that are supporting this? National Solar Mission, Skill India Mission, National Electric Mobiles Mission, Smart Cities Mission. So our government is also sort of promoting green skills among the higher education institutions and expect the higher education institutions to implement this or integrate this into their curriculum. Then we have this renewable energy sectors. See, there are 1 million jobs that are going to be generated by 2030. In the electric vehicle sector, it's going to generate 5 million jobs by 2030. Then you have renewable energy, wherein energy specializing in energy technology, sustainable agriculture, for example, organic farming. You have waste management consultants. You have recycling coordinators, green building architects, green building certification, wildlife biologists, conservation managers, and sustainability consultants. So while we know what green skills are, why we need green skills to be integrated in the curriculum, and how we can foster green skills in higher education institutions. Coming to the final part is, India has got a great green market, which is driven by the sustainability goals. Higher education institutions have to integrate the green skills in both education and training and build a workforce who can become green skill workers by gaining the green skills to work in a green job market. Are the higher education institutions ready for this? That is the question I leave here. To summarize, Every job, regardless of its industry, can contribute to sustainable future. How? You have the green skills that can support a sustainable and resource efficient society. And please understand, young people hold the key to creating a better future. And so, green skills must be the blueprint on which all the activities of the higher education institutes are to be governed. I conclude with a quote by the UN Secretary General. Humanity depends on the boundless energy, ideas, and contributions of youth everywhere, today and every day. So let's support and stand with young people in shaping a just and sustainable world for people and the planet. What is the role of higher education institution in this? Support the people, support the students in your higher education institutions, upgrade them with the green skills so that they can become green skill workers and compete in the green job market. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It was wonderful to hear from you. It was it was a big knowledge or pool, I can say. A lot of things to learn, or the terminologies were very new for us. I would like to see all the people's cameras on. It would be great if I could able to see for 1 minute, like everybody's camera is switched on. Dana sir, we can stop sharing the screen. Yeah. I request everyone, every participants, I wanted to switch your camera for a minute, for a couple of minutes. Yeah, Tyagarajan sir, Manu ma'am, Michael Jayabalan sir, thank you for that. I'm expecting Guru sir, Philomena ma'am. It would be great if I could able to see you on the camera. Is there any possibility? Right. I just want a couple of minutes from every one of you after the webinar. What is the three key takeaways and you wanted to immediately implement, or you got some idea? Tenslan, this is what we have gained from this, and we wanted to discuss further, or we wanted to implement it. That 3 points, could you able to speak out? Can I hear from Guru sir? Are you there? It would be great if I could be able to hear from you, and Philomena ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am? Or I want everybody to type it on the chat box. Yeah, speaking out. If you feel like Tenslan, I'm in a meeting in between, I'm dually doing. Yes, kindly please type it in the chat box, at least 3 keywords you wanted to do it immediately. I'm waiting like answers getting pulled into the chat box. I want everyone to participate. Since it's a chat box, everybody can type. I could able to see more chats popping out. I want everybody to participate. I understood there is like you have practical difficulty in switching on your camera, but still the chat window is open. I want everybody to quickly respond. I'm requesting everyone. Philomena ma'am and Jnana Guru sir, I'm waiting to see your reply. The next question is, the need to establish green job and how to integrate into the curriculum and how you're going to deliver it. If it is so, what is the timeline or you're seeing to implement all this stuff?
May I respond to these questions, Tensilin?
We got reply from Tyagarajan, sir. And
Yes, may I respond to these questions?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay, this question is really interesting. How do we develop a green curriculum? See, um, yes, we have the ability to develop a curriculum, but there are some restrictions. If you are an affiliated university, belong to an affiliated college, and you come under the university, then the board of studies gives you the curriculum. So you do not have much scope. But if the board of studies is, if you are representing to the board of studies saying we need courses that are integrating green skills, then it would be very easy. But autonomous colleges can do this. They have the autonomy of framing their own syllabus. So they can do this in the form of add-on programs and certificate programs. In spite of the restrictions that the university departments have, university affiliated colleges have, I think they have the flexibility of having it as an add-on program, a certificate course, 5-day certificate course, which is having for 30 hours, which is accepted by the NAC accreditation process. They can have it as an add-on course. Now it comes to the next question that you should ask: do we have the expertise in the faculty to handle these courses? Yes, our faculty are not sometimes trained in giving these green skills. The best way is to connect with the industry. That's what I said: industry, academia, connect. You tap the industry, academia, connect for such courses and help the students to undergo these courses and give the certification from the industry itself. Because when they sit for placement, this certification helps them better, helps them to get a chance to move up the ladder in the recruitment process. So this is how we can do it. And of course, green curriculum, some of the courses have green curriculum. For example, we have green social work as one of our core papers in the social work curriculum. I do not know about the majors, the other subjects, but I can say that social work has already included green social work as one of the courses, so which helps us with the green skills, so that it helps the students to move into the green jobs. How next question is need to establish a green jobs. Yes, there are n number of green jobs. Yes, again, it is up to the management and it is up to the government to focus these jobs for arts and science colleges. Most of the green jobs are open for professional courses like engineering courses. Students who have completed that. But understanding the skills that I had shared before by one of the colleges in England, which says these are the skill sets needed as green skills for students to understand sustainability and sustainable development goals. If these skills are there in the students, I think our students can be trained to take up these green jobs also.
So you mean to say while we are approaching the industry to give a guest lecture or a workshop or a training, we can, ask them to focus on training or giving an awareness about this. This will
Yes,
actually
yes.
increase the percentage of employability.
Yes, definitely. That's why always tie up with the industry. Like, for example, if you are going to tie up with any green sector, and if you want to tie up with tourism, I talked about ecotourism. Ecotourism is very helpful for BBA students, right? So if you are tying up with the tourism department or any other organization that is doing well in tourism, if you are going to offer a certificate program, this is going to definitely help the BBA students. If they do not find any other jobs, they can always divert their career into ecotourism.
Wonderful. Yeah. You have, touched even the part like tourism, the job employability even in tourism. Good. Uh, I could able to see 10 participants here, and I would request Danaza to share the feedback form with the participants in the chat box. So the Google form is shared in the chat box. I request all the participants to share your feedback before we wind up. So meanwhile, while we are filling up the feedback form, I would like to thank Dr. Mary Inchalam for the valuable time and the inputs what ma'am was sharing for the last half an hour on GreenSkills. It is we have good ideologies like how the job creation can be done, how the students can be facilitated with a certification workshop or a program, and how in turn this can be creating an impactful placement in every campuses. So this is a great takeaway. And thank you for your presence, ma'am. And I would like to thank all the participants or the attendees from different institutions. Thank you for joining us.